podcast. Súbele volumen. Conversation with the people who were with me. In the world TV. Carlos Tonight. Historias de un reportero. Carlos Tonight. Dale que viene lo bueno.
Hey everybody, bienvenidos and welcome to Carlos Tonight. You know, over the last 20 years, I've had the opportunity to meet so many wonderful people on and off camera and online. And this week, I want to introduce you to one of those people. He's a multi-talented artist who has inspired so many people with his music and, believe it or not, gaming. He is a rapper, a singer, a producer, and a Latin GRAMMY Award nominee. I'm so happy to have D Produkt here on the show. First and foremost, you're a reggaeton artist, and if people don't know, painting your face is all part of your image, like the band Kiss.
Yeah.
How would you describe this look to somebody?
Oh, well, people just recognize me like as a rock star, to be honest. People love the makeup. I did it because I tried to bring something fresh to the music industry, you know. Also, I want to keep my privacy private. So that's why I put my makeup, and people just love it. People feel, even people that are fair or mention to me that I've been afraid to clown, they love the makeup and the swag. So, yeah, it's been great.
So, dígame las cosas que querías incluir en tu pintura, en tu cara.
Sí, no, yo quería traer, yo fui fanático sí de hip hop, de reggaeton, pero también fui fanático de rock, ¿entiendes? Heavy metal, en este caso pues Kiss,
Oh, sí,
que era una banda sí, era una banda bien conocida y también era bien fanático de la lucha libre y sabes que estaba Ultimate Warrior, Sken, que se pintaba en la cara
Oh, yeah.
y también era como que algo bien catchy. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Que cuando estuve en una de las transiciones fuera de cantando música, estaba trabajando en unos proyectos cristianos, yo saqué uno de ellos que era un payaso quitándose la pintura. Y desde esa vez yo dije, caramba, me veo bien, tengo que hacer algo con eso. Y pasaron años, wow, like around 7 years, and now I'm bringing this to the, para la industria, para trabajarla, y le ha gustado a la gente, ha sido algo increíble.
So, does the painting ever change at all, or is it always a constant?
No, it's been the same style. Yeah, I'm supposed to wear white, but it caused me so irritation in my skin, so that's why I'm trying to versatilize, cambiarlo cada rato.
When I was in television, I had to wear makeup every day.
Yeah,
and
so you know.
So I know what you're talking about. Well, you know that a lot of people like it, and a lot of your fans love it, and it's part of who you are. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, you're a Latin Grammy nominated artist. Let's start by talking about your latest single. It's called PTSD.
Yeah.
And it's something that a lot of people, including myself, have had to deal with after a traumatic event. What inspired you to write this song?
Reality. I mean, we're experiencing right now a very tough moment in human history, and coming out from the pandemic and all that. When I was cuando la hice la canción, eso fue en medio de la pandemia. So I was trying to put my feet in those shoes that lose jobs, that lose someone that love, y los traumas que causa eso. Because antes se ponía más PTSD para las personas que iban a la guerra, eran a los veteranos, pero luego con ver que también hay otras maneras de adquirir el PTSD, como usted bien mencionó, momentos fuertes que vivamos, que nos traigan flashback, que nos podamos lidiar. Y todos hemos pasado por una situación. Basically, one way or the other, I think everyone, has a situation that maybe causes you some PTSD or some kind of, mental health. Because that's the point. I want to inspire people to first get awareness about mental health issues, because when I came from Puerto Rico, it's like a taboo to talk about this topic. So I try to be open with that about that topic, and my character it's a good catchy way to bring this topic on the table. Y también lo hago por el hecho de que hay muchas personas que no quieren hablar aún teniendo problemas. So, yo los motivo y se me están viendo ahora, mira, yo te exhorto a que hable. Solamente con tú sacarlo de tu pecho, yo te garantizo que vas a ver un cambio, porque a veces guardamos cosas. We didn't talk with anyone. We just keep it in, quiet and living with that, and that's not healthy. It's really bad, and that's what ask everyone to, if you have any situation, something, just talk.
¿Y
I know people.
por qué crees que es difícil hablar de ese tema? Why do you think it's difficult to talk about it?
Yo creo que entre tabú, personas ven como que mental health, como que estoy loco, ¿entiendes? Y no es así, ¿sabes? Nosotros somos humanos. Y ese es el punto, que nos olvidamos que somos humanos. Nos olvidamos que pasamos por situaciones, nos olvidamos que hay días alegres y hay días tristes, ¿me entiendes? Y eso es una de las cosas que yo me traigo con el PTSD. De hecho, la canción es como un sketch de un paciente hablando con su psicóloga. So, I expressed to her everything that I feel, de por qué soy así, por qué todo, o sea, por eso mucha gente critica, porque lo hice con la pasión de que me puse como una persona más, ¿sabes? Humano antes de artista. And that's why people, is feel it.
How long did it take you to produce the song?
To be honest, like a month.
Yeah.
I made the beat because I produce my own beats and everything. So I create the beat, and then I get the PTSD line on it, entonces empecé a elaborarlo poco a poco. Quise también poner un poco de mi vida pues, personal también en el tema, que muchas de las cosas que menciono son cosas que he vivido. Y, man, everything was like so natural, so organic, todo fluyó y el mensaje está ahí y la gente lo está aceptando y eso es lo más que me llena de todo esto.
Could you mention one or two things that you shared in the song for
Ujú.
those of us who've not heard it? It's all in Spanish, ¿no es cierto?
Sí, todo el país.
Except the one line where it says, "I'm the chosen one."
The chosen one, yeah. The only one, yeah. All of
Yeah.
them are, yeah, try to, use some English words. Es que como en Puerto Rico todo es así, we don't have like, Spanish is Spanish. We have like our own jerga, so we use Spanglish,
Spanglish,
in
yeah.
our language, yeah. So por eso
Sí.
es que trato de incluir una palabra en inglés aquí y allá.
And I saw the video, by the way. It was really
Oh,
good.
thank you so much. Really appreciate
I
it.
really loved it. What was the idea, the concept? Wait,
Quise, yeah, I would try to show, the reality about mental health, what better than use a person with a restraint jacket, como salgo en el video, que salgo con el restraint jacket,
sí.
salgo en un cage, porque es que a veces nos sentimos así, nos sentimos encerrados en el problema, nos enfocamos tanto en la situación que no pensamos más allá, nos bloqueamos y es algo que por más fue, porque let me tell you something, I believe that I'm a positive person, pero hay días que tú te levantas así down, ¿me entiendes? Es como que even if you have a mindset, we still being humans, y va a haber un día en que vamos a levantarnos low, y entonces ahí es que nosotros tenemos que actuar. Y and it's very, 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 very funny that since I start to promote this song, is what the most time I've been attacking like mentally during this process, en mi carrera. Y ha sido como que me estoy viviendo, estoy promocionando, pero me lo estoy viviendo a la vez, ¿me entiendes? La situación,
Sí.
but I know that something bigger it will come, de que la gente lo va a aceptar y va a vivir con esa canción por
Yeah.
muchos años. Yeah.
I love it. And for those of you out there, post-traumatic stress disorder is real. It's very emotional. It's intense, and it's very personal. How difficult was it for you to let the wall down and kind of let yourself be known in your music in this song?
I try to, I try like a real clown. I try to make a show when I got my makeup on, and when I'm done and I remove everything, I go back to reality. The same way I use this as a therapy. My life is a little bit complicated. I have kids with a special need. My wife is sick. She has lupus. So, I have a tough life and las cosas que he vivido también. So
Sí.
I use this like an escape path. I'm and at the same way, I feel like putting maybe in other people's shoes, they're gonna be identified with my music, and that's what I'm I'm perceiving right now. Like people are receiving the message and they accepted it, and that's cool. Eso me hace sentir de verdad súper.
When you finished the song and you put it out there, did you feel kind of like a relief that it was like something that you got off your shoulder?
Yes and no, and let me tell you why. At the same way, I feel like I have a big responsibility now that I have
Yeah.
to carry the topic, and promote and talk about people even in days that I don't feel in the mood because it
Mhm.
happens. But at the same way, yeah, I feel like it's some kind of relief because that was a personal, experience that I put in a song, and that other people is hearing it and watching it through the video and is getting the message and identify it. Eso me hace sentir super light.
I feel like fans appreciate it when an artist is open like that and very like real. Wouldn't you
Mhm.
agree?
No, definitely, definitely. I mean, no se ven muchos artistas así, tú ves, para ser honesto. Muchos están en la movie, Gucci, Prada, aquello y lo otro, aviones, tipo,
Sí.
they forgot to talk about we are still humans, we still helping people. I don't know, todo es como que mucho internet, mucha mercadotecnia.
Sí. And I think a lot of people are also appreciative of the fact that things are starting to open up and artists like you are able to perform, ¿no es cierto, in concerts or clubs. Um, how has the pandemic, COVID-19, impacted you and the way you interact with your fans?
Uh, it helps me a lot, to be honest. I think it helps a lot of my career. I mean, I'm start to as soon as the pandemic hit, I start to create things. That's why I opened the gaming channel. I started to do a bunch of stuff. I did my Trap Mamba album that I dropped last year, but I'm still working on it. Y lo bueno que me ayudó fue que el contenido que estoy tirando a las redes sociales, las personas pues lo adquirieron, lo tomaron mucho y se regó, ¿me entiendes? Entre el little by little, ¿me entiendes? Y eso es yo te digo que entre medio de la pandemia, lo malo que trae la pandemia, las cosas buenas que pude sacar, pues fueron esas. Y, of course, share more time with my family and spend more time with them. Pero todo eso ha sido en parte bendición.
Let's talk about some of the projects that you're working on right now. You kind of mentioned a few right now.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the gaming one because a lot of people who watch are into gaming. Tell me about that.
I just did it through, in the pandemic, when the pandemic just hit.
Yeah.
Al principio yo dije, algo tengo que hacer. Everyone was scared, in the industry, didn't know what's going on, cuándo iban a volver a abrir la discoteca, y todo eso. So, yo dije, vamos a traer un contenido así mismo, pintándome la cara, pero doing gaming. Why gaming? Because since I was a kid, I've been in love with, console games like Nintendo, all that, Sega, todo eso viajera, Tetris, todo eso, Game Boy, blah, blah, blah. So now, the gaming industry is in a boom right now. It's blooming right now. And I just try it and people love it. I try to create something different because, to be honest, I'm not that good on gaming. I know that those are kids right there that can keep my butt. But I start to create videos and characters using the games and I add the music that I was running and I create like short clips that you can find on my channel. And people love it. They have 30, 40, 50,000 views organically. So in the same way that I will still promote it, but I'm doing something that, I have fun at the moment. Pero gaming es algo que también ha estado en mí siempre.
That's awesome.
Verlo como escena, no quise ser así, pero soy el fruto del sistema es parte del problema. He visto mucho abuso y gente buena, por eso me cago en el fucking sistema. Disculpa que me irrite, pero hay personas que se merece que la cara les vomite y sabe que será mi desquite.
I'm talking with D Produkt, a Latin GRAMMY Award nominee who just released his single PTSD. Check it out, it's really good. And I want to talk to you a little bit about when you started. You've been in the industry for a long time. Is there any advice that you would give yourself, a younger version of yourself, about entering the music industry?
Wow. Discipline. That's the first thing. Yeah, I was so crazy. I was so reckless when I was young. And also I was so ignorant about the business industry. uh, the music industry. Yeah, for real, that be like disciplined, awake, um, to listen to others people advices, and to not commit a lot of mistakes that I did already. Definitely.
I also believe in a lot of luck and faith and hard work are the things that get people to where they want to be. How challenging was it for you to not only have a dream, but be able to live it?
So I mean, faith is the good first thing to make it happen because if you don't have faith, you cannot go anywhere. it's gonna be dark days, and those dark days you're gonna need something or someone, in this case, and in my case, God. You know, in the moment that I pray to Him, hey, I need help. I'm stuck here. I need help. Um, I was. Let me tell you something. Let me open up. I try to not open up, but it's impossible. I was like 4 years, 5 years ago, that I was homeless with my family and my kids, and we spent almost a year and a half without home, living in hotels or living where someone took it us, to stay. And at those moments, I would feel like everything was done for me, like no options for me at all. But that was the moment I started to get faith, and I put my faith, I put in God. I say, hey, I don't know what to do, but you know what I can do, so help me, please. And since that moment, everything started to change. God started to create opportunities.
He opened
And
doors for you.
yeah, when everything looks like no opportunities at all. So, de verdad, fue algo como que me tuve que apoyar en él para poder estar donde estoy hoy. Y por eso es que no me molesta hablarlo ni decirlo, ¿me entiendes? De que gracias a Dios estoy aquí, porque es que
Sí.
si no, no iba a poder llegar.
¿Y los fans saben esa historia de usted?
Muchos saben, muchos no. Yo trato de guardarlo para la serie de Netflix. No, mentira, no. Sí, pero sí, lo
Para
trato
Oprah.
de... Yeah, exactly. No, pero yo trato de ser open up, ¿me entiendes? A mí mis advisors me dicen, mira, no hables tanto de tu vida privada, esto y lo otro, pero it's impossible. I mean, it's no purpose if I don't talk what my struggles in the past and how I came out from there. So por eso
Sí.
es que yo trato de ser open up todo el tiempo.
And I think that's an inspiring thing for you or for people to get to know you about people who, are down on their luck and then through faith, through hard work, they're able to get up and stand and succeed like you are.
Yes.
And you mentioned you released an album last year.
Correct. I dropped Trap Mamba. That was my first album with this character. And then I dropped PTSD last Sunday. So
Did
yeah, I just
you,
have
so in that album, did you have a favorite song out of it?
right now PTSD one of those, and No Kikeo, that's the other one. It's a trap music. It's more like the character. When I came out, I tried to came with tough and rapping and try to eat everyone. Entonces, volando cabeza nació en Puerto Rico. So this
Mhm.
song, the No Kikeo, is basically that. And yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
So the big question for you is, do you have a favorite artist that's out there now that you would absolutely love to collaborate with in the future, and why?
Oh, definitely. I want to do it a collab with Drake. I like his music, his style. Uh, when I heard God's Plan, that song impacted me because that was the time that I was struggling.
Yeah.
So I think that we can do, big things if we combine our talents. Definitely.
¿Y hay un artista en español que quieres trabajar?
Uh, to be honest, ahora mismo no tengo así a nadie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sí, no, yo sé que hay muchos talentos allá afuera, pero es que tenemos diferentes visiones, ¿me entiendes? Y por eso es que no quiero ni dañar la visión de ellos, ni que yo dañe la mía. It's like a keep it the vibe. You know what? Con alguien que yo haría algo, con J Balvin. Y te voy a decir por qué. J Balvin es de los pocos artistas que ha sido open a hablar sobre la depresión y hablar sobre de cómo él se siente en las redes sociales. O sea, una persona que ha logrado todo lo que, ¿me entiendes? Lo que se ha propuesto y tiene millones de seguidores, aún él demuestra su humildad diciéndole a su público, me siento así, me siento así, y eso se valora. Eso es algo que yo valoro mucho y yo sé que si hacemos una canción hablando como un PTSD, pero hablando de maybe depresión y otros temas, podemos hacer algo que impacte muchas almas, muchas vidas.
And you said that you self-publish your music, you
Yes,
self-produce.
correct. Yes, I'm doing everything by myself.
Is it common now that most artists are doing that now?
Yeah, because record labels are they're tough. I mean, they're a headache, to be honest. I was in a record label when I started back 20 years ago with Aldo Dandy, with Flow Music and Universal Music, y de verdad nosotros tuvimos muchos problemas para salir de ese contrato. Y eso es como los matrimonios. If you get married and you divorce, you think twice to get remarried again. and that's my mentality with a record label. That's what I try to do everything by myself. At the same way, I don't have anyone like put me a stop, you know. And that happens when you're part of a record label. You cannot do all the stuff that you want on the videos the way that you want. You have to run or whatever they say. So
Oh,
por eso
yeah.
es, sí, por eso es que yo prefiero seguir independiente y claro, abierto a negociar proyectos con disqueras grandes, pero de firmar como artista, entonces tiene que ver mucho dinero, de
How
verdad.
do you you mentioned you're a dad. How do you
Yeah.
how do you juggle your family life and then your music?
I, I'm I'm being always like a happy person, to be honest. I'm being a joke, you know, I like to be joked since I was a kid. Y mis nenes son igual que yo, les gusta cuando me ven así pintado. Y oh my God, they ask me, oh, you're gonna wear that clothes, what you gonna do? You're gonna do a music video, a show? So, a la misma vez ellos están involucrados conmigo en este proyecto. Y también les sirvo como un role model, que eso es algo que yo no tuve papá que me guiara, so, ellos, gracias a Dios, pues me tienen a mí hasta que Dios diga. Y ellos también, ¿no me entienden? Que hay posibilidades de hacer cosas que le gustan. Y yo como padre pues le digo, tú puedes hacer lo que tú quieras, pero trata de ser el mejor y trata de aprender del negocio de lo que tú quieras. Si quieres vender, I don't know, sándwiches, ser el mejor sándwichero y aprende de cómo hacer dinero, ¿entiendes? Haciendo sándwiches. Por usar un ejemplo. Pero eso es algo que yo no tuve. A mí, al contrario, a mí mis padres me decían, no pierdas el tiempo en la música no te va a dejar nada, el reggaetón va a morir y tantas cosas que hoy vemos que es todo lo contrario.
Rolly lo prendo. Yo sé que hay muchos demonios viendo como los ángeles me están protegiendo. I am the chosen one, like a Obi-Wan.
Latin Grammy nominee D Produkt is on the show this week talking about his new music now available for download, and you have to check out his new music video PTSD. Before we get to questions from our fans out there, earlier today I sent out a story and I said, hey, you're coming on the show if they had any questions. So I picked the top 3 best. But before we get to those questions, I want to ask you if you have any advice for someone who wants to follow in your footsteps, who wants to enter into the music industry. What should they do now?
Focus, never give up because a lot of bad negative ways will come to you when you're doing something, you know, like this on the music and discipline. Discipline is the biggest key to success. Even not just in music and everything. If you don't discipline, you're messed up. So that's discipline and focusing and creer en uno mismo. Yeah.
Focus and discipline and believing in yourself.
Yes. Sir. Yeah.
Awesome. Good advice from Latin Grammy Award nominee.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here are some questions that I got. So here's the first one from Alejandra. What project are you most passionate about?
Alejandra, gracias por tu pregunta. Wow, a mí me encanta la música, de verdad. Yo le doy con todo mi corazón a la música y hacer música que la gente le llegue, como así la de PTSD, o música que tengo como las otras que convienen, que son para bailar, que la gente se identifique, that's my main goal. Like a hit in the heart of the people. Que la gente me siga apoyando y que ellos decidan hasta cuándo.
Awesome. Jose wants to know if you perform English songs.
If I perform, sorry, what?
English songs.
English
Música en
songs.
inglés.
Yeah, well, mi inglés, como digo, es ratatá como como el español de Cardi. Pero, Jose, actually, I have a mind to work a Spanglish album in the future. So I'm gonna, mix it up in Spanish and English in an album just by myself. That's part of my plans for the future.
That's cool. Okay. And then this last one is from Rosie. How did it feel when you were nominated for the Grammy?
Rosie, de verdad que yo ni me lo creía. Antes, let me tell you the whole story. Back in the days, we used to participate in a various artists album, and that album go to and get the los premios, las nominaciones. So basically, I didn't know that I was nominated until I saw on the TV. Oh my God, look at that! Ahí está el álbum que yo salí. Y ahí fue que todo como que, wow, no lo podía creer. Y cuando yo fui compositor de Miguelito, I don't know you remember Miguelito, cuando empezó chiquitito, del chamaquito, sí. Y participé en su remix oficial de la canción que usó de promoción. Cuando él ganó el Grammy, eso fue como si yo lo hubiese ganado también. Porque yo, ¿me entiendes? Fui parte de construir ese trabajo que se logró llevar los galardones. Y yo estoy bien seguro que ya pronto pues va a ir el mío para mí personal. Pero de ya con las experiencias vividas se siente sumamente bien. Te das cuenta que estás haciendo el trabajo bien.
That's great. Thanks everybody for the questions. D Product, one more question about the Grammys. Did it kind of help build your confidence going forward?
Yes, but I don't try to use it, to be honest. I think I'm so humble. I didn't mention that. I know I have it on my bio on Instagram, but when people talk, oh, but why do you mention this? What do you mention that? I try to keep it, like, okay, yeah, that was part of my, because I try to push, myself and
Sí.
what I'm bringing now. But definitely, of course, you feel like when you talk about, yeah, I was nominated for a Grammy and this album won a Grammy, people, oh, look at you different and look at you with respect. Definitely makes a huge impact.
When you meet somebody, what's the reaction that you get?
People just react like, oh, really? Just like that. Okay, really? Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, cool. The same way that when I mentioned that I was Dandy from Aldi Dandy, because we make a lot of, loud noise in Puerto Rico and Europe and all that. Y
Sí.
cuando ellos dicen, oh, tú eres ese. Wow, yo no sabía. So people get like shocked, and that's good. It's a good shock.
Yeah. Where can people find your music?
Everyone can go Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everywhere. You can just type the product in your search. You can add my music on your playlist as well. Or you can go straight out to my website, www.theproduct.com. There you go.
Cool. And do you have any more songs that are coming out in this summer?
Yes, actually, this part of PTSD is just a season one. I have another season that is coming in August, PTSD season two. I really, recommend people to be keeping an eye on it because it's gonna be really interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a few songs. I've been working with another artist from local and also from Puerto Rico. It's not local from Puerto Rico for me, but here people from Vegas, from LA, and we have a very good music coming up.
Do you often go back to Puerto Rico a lot or no?
Yeah, I've been going back and forth. I go there. I have family there, but I go in work, promo, uh, set it up. I try to do my videos and my conference here in California.
Sí.
That's the way that I've been working with me. But yeah, definitely, I miss my island as well. Quiero ir para allá a comer mofongo cuando llevo mucho rato acá. So it's like that.
Yo visité a San Juan hace como 3 años. Me gustó mucho.
Sí, bien bonito, de verdad que sí. Yeah, I want to invite everyone or your audience to go, visit my website or my YouTube channel and watch the video because I'm pretty sure that it's gonna touch even your heart, got a cold heart or your soft heart, no matter, you're gonna be impacted with this song. I'm guarantee that. And tell the people, if you need help, if you need to talk, if you need to find help, just do it. Don't keep it with con la depresión, con la ansiedad. Háblalo, desahógate, busca la mejor manera, la mejor ayuda, porque sé que va a haber alguien que te va a escuchar. Y cuando hagas eso, va a ver que te va a sentir mejor.
D Product, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time and I appreciate your music and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Carlos. I really appreciate it. And anytime, just hit me up and I will be here.
Great. And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for checking out this episode. Don't forget to leave us a review and check out our website at carlostonight.com. That's where you can find more information on the podcast, see upcoming guests, and listen and watch past episodes. That's carlostonight.com.
Historias de un reportero.